Welcome back to the deep dive. Our mission here is, well, it's simple. You give us the source material, the specs, the reviews, all of it, and we cut through the noise to get to the truth.
And today we are diving into a really popular topic, home wellness. Specifically, we're looking at a big one, the Sauna Spa Lucia one-person infrared sauna.
That's right. So many of you are thinking about this, creating that little sanctuary at home. You want to know if the Lucia actually delivers on that promise of relaxation and recovery.
Or if it's just a big wooden box that's going to take up space.
Exactly. So we've gone through all of it, the technical specs, hundreds of real customer reviews, to give you the definitive take on whether this is an investment you should make.
Okay, so let's unpack this, the big picture. What are we even talking about with the Lucia?
Right.
It's a pre-fabricated one-person indoor sauna. And its whole identity is built around its space-saving design and its very specific heating technology.
And the sources point out the quality markers right away, which is so important with anything prefab.
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing, clean hemlock wood construction. It's got that natural look, not cheap at all, and a really heavy-duty tempered glass door.
It looks premium. It doesn't look like a kit you just threw it together.
Not at all. And the defining feature really is its size. The exterior is roughly 35 inches square. It's designed to literally tuck into a corner, maybe a basement, or even a big closet.
So it's a personal pod, it's not a lounge.
It is absolutely a personal pod, a solo experience.
So you accept that compact size up front. But let's get to the core tech, because this is where it gets really interesting. This is not your grandfather's sauna with the hot rocks.
Not even close.
No.
We really have to make the distinction here between, let's say, convection heat and infrared heat.
Okay.
A traditional sauna heats the air. It gets the air scorching hot, 180 degrees, sometimes more. And that hot air then heats you from the outside in.
Which can feel, honestly, kind of suffocating sometimes. It's hard to breathe.
It is. But the Lucia uses something called carbon FR panels, far infrared. And it completely flips that whole process around.
How so?
Well, the panels emit these specific wavelengths that don't really heat the air that much. Instead, they penetrate your body's tissue directly.
So it's warming you from the inside out.
Exactly. Like the feeling of sunlight on your skin, but without the UV. You're getting this deep therapeutic warmth from within.
And the specs confirm that, right? The max air temp is only, 151 degrees Fahrenheit?
That's it. But users report that it feels incredibly hot and effective because that energy is going directly into your muscles and joints. It helps with that post-workout stiffness so much faster.
It's a more efficient heat.
A much more efficient and I'd say less taxing way to get those same benefits.
And the sources also mentioned something they call surround heating. It's not just the wall panels.
Yes, and this is where the design gets really smart. You've got the main carbon FRR panels on the walls for your core, but then they added another heater, a near-infrared or NIR heater, right under the bench.
So it's specifically targeting your legs and feet.
Which is just genius for circulation, especially if you sit at a desk all day, your feet get cold. This ensures you get that therapeutic warmth from the ground up.
Now, there's a claim we have to talk about because it comes up a lot. Low EMF, electromagnetic fields. Is this just marketing or is there something to it?
It's a huge deal for a lot of people in this space. And, while we don't have our own lab readings, the fact that the company makes a point of advertising low EMF means they're using specific shielding and wiring.
So it's about peace of mind.
It's all about peace of mind. For the safety-conscious user, it removes that little nagging worry in the back of your head so you can just completely relax.
Okay, let's shift from the core mechanics to the fancy features, the things that create the whole experience.
Right, the ambiance. First up, you've got Bluetooth speakers built right into the ceiling.
So you can listen to podcasts like this one or some calming music.
Exactly. And then there are the color-changing LED lights.
Okay, Chromatherapy. Now, my first thought is this just a gimmick? A little disco in your sauna.
I get that. But the reviews really push back on the gimmick idea. They say it genuinely changes the vibe. Setting it to a soft blue or a warm orange. It signals to your brain that this is a space for unwinding.
It's part of the ritual.
It really is. But maybe the most practical feature, considering you're in a small, warm box, sweating, is the oxygen ionizer.
Okay, explain that. What does an ionizer actually do?
It's pretty simple, actually. It releases negative ions into the air. These little invisible particles, they attach to things like dust, pollen, and odors.
And makes them heavy so they just fall to the floor.
Precisely. So the air you're breathing inside the pod is noticeably cleaner and fresher. It's a huge part of the whole detoxification experience.
Let's talk about the box itself, the wood. We mentioned hemlock. Why is that specific wood so important?
Hemlock is all about stability. When you're constantly heating and cooling wood, cheaper stuff like pine will warp and crack over time. Hemlock resists that much better. And crucially, it dries really fast, which prevents mildew or that kind of stale locker room smell from building up.
Good to know. And from a practical standpoint, does this need a special electrician to come and wire it up?
Nope. And that's a massive selling point. It runs on a standard 120 volt, 15 amp outlet, the same one you plug your vacuum into.
And it's not going to blow up my electricity bill.
Not at all. The sources say a full hour-long session costs, somewhere between 20 and 35 cents?
Wow.
Yeah. It makes daily use really, really affordable.
Okay, but this brings us to a really important point of comparison. The warranty. Because it's not uniform, is it?
It is not. And buyers need to pay close attention to this. You get a very strong, very confident 5-year warranty on the wood structure, the cabinet.
Which is great. Shows they believe in the build.
It does.
Yeah.
But the electronics, the heaters, the control panel, the speaker, all of that is only covered for 1 year.
Oof. Only 1 year for the parts that actually make it work.
Exactly. And while that might be sort of standard for some imported components in this price range, it's definitely a flag. It puts the pressure on you, the buyer, to test everything thoroughly in that first year.
That is a critical point. Okay, let's crystallize this into a balanced verdict. Let's run through the pros and cons we've distilled from all the sources. What are the big wins for the Lucia?
First is just the sheer value of the feature set. That all-in-one package, Bluetooth, ionizer, LED lights. It creates a premium experience that you just don't usually find at this price point.
And the performance, right? That FR and NIR combo heating system. People rave about the deep, penetrating warmth.
They really do. And of course, the whole reason it exists, the compact, space-saving design. It's a huge pro for anyone in an apartment or with limited space.
Okay, now for the other side of the coin. The drawbacks. Let's be blunt about the interior size. Who is this just too small for?
I'd say anyone significantly over 6 feet tall or someone with a really broad build is going to feel cramped. It's a solo retreat for sure. You're not stretching out in there.
And what about putting it together?
Yeah, that's the other consistent pain point. The assembly is, let's call it mixed. The manual can be confusing. Some diagrams are apparently backwards. It takes patience.
And probably a second person.
Definitely a 2-person job. A couple of hours. But it's not that seamless click-and-go process some people might hope for.
And finally, the delivery itself. It arrives in big boxes. What's the risk there?
The risk of shipping damage is real. It's big panels of wood and a heavy glass door. You absolutely have to inspect it the second it arrives before the delivery driver leaves.
Good advice. Now, let's dig into that customer feedback because it's pretty remarkable. A 5 out of 5-star average from almost 200 reviews. That kind of consensus is rare.
It's incredibly rare. And when you look at the praise, it's all about the quality and the heat. We saw a user, Mirtha, who was just shocked at how so hot it got. It confirms that FAR infrared really works.
And we saw a lot of comments like quality and bargain, talking about the sturdy hemlock and the glass. People feel like they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, but what's even more telling is when you read between the lines of those 5-star reviews.
What do you mean?
Okay, take the user 185EZ. Gave it a perfect score, 5 stars. But in the text of the review, says the instructions were backwards and they had to figure it out themselves.
So why give it 5 stars if the setup was so frustrating?
It proves our point exactly. The daily experience, the quality of the heat, the relaxation is so good that it completely erases the memory of that one-time setup headache.
The end result makes it all worthwhile.
Absolutely. We also saw Ela Rich, another 5-star reviewer, mention their first unit arrived broken.
Oh, no.
But the positive there was the customer service was great. They immediately sent another. But it just underscores that point about inspecting it on arrival.
Right. And we should probably debunk one review, just for fun.
Oh, you mean John Aruser, who claimed it could fit 4 people comfortably.
Yes, that one. Given the 32 by 32 inch interior, that is not possible.
Not unless they were 4 very, very small people stacked vertically. It's a good reminder to always check the specs.
Okay, so after all of this, let's bring it all together for the listener. Who should actually buy the Sauna Spa Lucia?
This is, without a doubt, for the space-savvy user. If you're in a condo, an apartment, or just a home where every square foot counts, this is probably the best infrared option out there.
It also seems perfect for the tech lover, right?
Yeah.
Someone who gets excited about having Bluetooth and an ionizer and all the light settings.
And And it's a fantastic entry point. It gives you all the benefits of premium infrared heat without the, huge cost and complex installation of a custom-built sauna.
All right, so then who should look elsewhere?
Well, as we said, if you're very tall or have a broad build, that snug interior is going to be a problem. And if you're someone who absolutely needs a long warranty on electronics, that 1-year coverage might be a deal breaker for you.
And if you have zero patience for assembly.
Yes, if you're not handy and don't have a partner to help, you should probably just budget to have someone put it together for you. It'll save you the frustration.
So the final word.
I mean, the Lucia really succeeds in what it sets out to do. It packages these deep therapeutic infrared benefits into a really attractive, compact, and efficient cabinet. The daily experience is clearly exceptional, according to users. The headaches are almost all on the front-end setup delivery, but the daily benefit seems to consistently win out.
So maybe instead of thinking of this as just a piece of equipment, you should think about the value of creating a non-negotiable private escape hatch for yourself every single day. A simple way to switch from feeling overwhelmed to having that personal wellness sanctuary right in your own home, ready to take the first step toward your own wellness sanctuary. You can check the latest price and see current specifications for the Sauna Spa Lucia infrared sauna at the link we provided in the description below.
We began to feel the fire.